forgot it was upside down. Jesus. Okay. Sorry for the late start today. I'm so tired for some reason. It's okay. We have like a boy in our lap and we have the several on the bed. It's chill. Yeah, we're just gonna be working on a pretty simple commission today. So I was just like, I'll just stream it to like get it done. Except now he's kind of in my way. It's okay. Just like mush him down under the table. He'll be all right. Hold on, wait. I need to not forget blue sky this time. Oh. All right, let's just finish this real quick and be like, hi, blue sky, didn't forget you this time. I say, spelling everything wrong. Blue sky, and let's add that in. Why am I upside down? Well, I'm Australian, so like everything's kind of upside down here. I don't know what to tell you, mate. That's just how it is. From the very beginning, I have been upside down, strapped to my chair, purely because I'm Australian. You know, I have this fixation on the conspiracy theory where a lot of Americans who have likely never left their country before think that Australia is like fake. They think that Australia is like just 20, what's our population at? Hold on, this is kind of important. Australia population 2025. I don't think I've done the census in a while. 26 million, almost 27 million now. Wow, okay, we've actually had population growth, crazy. All right. Well, anyway, they just think that there's like 26 million people's worth of like paid actors in Australia, and it's like, oh, Australia is fake, Australia is fake. And I'm sitting here living in this country like, shit, I'm not getting paid for this. I mean, maybe I am, you know, like maybe that's what Centrelink is. Centrelink is kind of like our social benefits scheme. It's a social safety net. So I was just like, oh, maybe we are getting paid to be Australian after all. That kind of makes sense. Okay, wait, let me finish the blue sky post. Jesus Christ, I'm so easily distracted. On a commission today. Come pop by and say hi. Yeah, okay, there we go. Hello! I love the Encore server. All of you are so bloody talented. Oh, it's just so good. Every time I go there, I'm just like, damn. Okay, guys, no need to smoke me like that. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's just a simple commission for a chibi, and it's supposed to be just like a bust, so like just about here. So probably just gonna do that, and then frankly just gonna go back to sleep. I'm so tired. They gave me a couple. I agree, I'm a spectator, but I love all my talented friends there. No, yeah, like we need the spectators. As someone who's been like performing since I was 4, like I started doing all of the art stuff when I was a really little kid. I feel like the spectators are so much more important than people realize. Like I spent most of my, would I call it a career if I was like a child? Maybe. But I spent most of my life doing performance live, doing everything live, right? So I was like, shit, okay. you need the spectators online and offline, so don't discredit them. And it's also just good to actually hear feedback, you know, and you're not just like screaming into the void, like my mouse screaming to be actually functional. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Okay, I was like, what is happening here? I was looking for the other references. That's correct. Okay. Let's have a look at the other references. My goodness. Okay, they said the rest of the references are irrelevant. Not sure why they sent it then, but alas. Okay. It's kind of like a little bear dude. So we're probably gonna do that. Though the reference this person wanted, well, for my style, was actually based off the Dandadan stuff. So I was just like, does that work? Because like the Dandadan designs are very human. Like, you want it in this style, but since I draw so many humans, I'm like, oh, how do I approach a non-human? Oh god. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. If I can grab the right pen, maybe. Thank you. But yeah. Oh, but it's like totally round. Do I make it not round? I mean, I'm gonna assume that this is a bear. So we can give it like not a perfectly round face because I don't want to just exactly copy the reference. Oh, come on. Here we go. Then we'll just make him like face up a little bit, just for some of that variety. There's a hat too, so I need to be mindful of that. But yeah, today will be pretty chill, just because I'm not omega high energy today. And there's like a whole bow tie here. I love bow ties. I love bows in general. If any of you have ever seen me in real life, when my mouse malfunctions, yeah, it'll be super cute. I hope so anyway. I feel like when it comes to drawing non-human designs, I feel like more inexperienced, if that makes any sense. Like from the beginning, I've always just drawn human, like just human characters. I'm so criminally bad at animals. Like, when my new Pokemon merch comes, I'll come and show it to you all. Actually, I'll have a whole stream where I'm just, like, packing stuff as well, because I've been planning to open my online store for, like, ever. I technically have, like, some of it done. It's just that I need to go in and update the prices for the international market, because I realize that everyone in Europe and America have currencies that are stronger than mine. So I'm just like, okay, we're gonna need to price this very carefully. Because I've probably talked about it before, but as some of you probably know, I went to school for visual arts, very expected given everything here, but also business. So I do have to go about this very rationally, just because it's in my nature. I'm gonna make the bow tie bigger because I think that makes it cuter. And I'm assuming this is a bear. I'm just assuming that this is a bear. If it's not a bear, I'm so sorry, but that's what it looks like, so that's what I'm gonna call it colloquially for now. But reminds me of my friend EMK. I'm not sure who EMK is, but like surely link a design or something. Pricing internationally is really difficult because I have to keep in mind the Southeast Asia fans, because the conversion rate for them is probably really bad. There's a reason why Australians go internationally to Southeast Asia for like holidays and stuff. You know, the currency conversion is just too good. I'm from Singapore, so the currency conversion is actually worse for me now that I'm in Australia. But generally, I think when you go to Malaysia, when you go to Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, it's very common to have that purchasing power parity, which just means that my dollar goes further there. So, you know, I'm happy about that. I don't know if this is weird. Oh no, oh, I'm so bad at drawing animals. And these are like completely circular ears as well, question mark? I'm not really sure, hold on. Oh man. Okay, we'll try our best. I'm just gonna assume that it ends here. Oh gosh. Animals. You can definitely tell that I'm the kind of artist that likes drawing hair. Like, I love drawing hair so much. I'm probably not particularly good at it, but... hold on, I gotta save this in the right spot. Where is it? Commissions, our documents. There we go. My hodgepodge of... In case the Encore view of Pomni. Oh, wait, you guys are only doing... Wait, no, you guys are only doing episode 1. No, not that that's a bad thing, but I really wanted to see who would fan-dub my character. It's like one of the huge things that I love. I remember I saw a fan-dub of Lulilalu on Twitter, and I like freaked the fuck out. I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. Because I'm sure a lot of you well, maybe not all of you know, but definitely when I was starting out, I did a lot of like fan projects and stuff. Fan projects are a very good way to start. First of all, you already have that like passion, right? You already have the passion that you love, which is the show that you're fan dubbing, the anime, the game, the indie animation that you're fan dubbing. And it just gets you into it. You study the performances of other actors, and then you bring something of your own to the table. That's my favorite kind of thing. It's cool when people can sound exactly like the original actor, but frankly, I prefer hearing a new interpretation of it. Like, I wish you guys were doing episode 2 so bad. Chat, why is she upside down? Australia. Hi, Morris. I'm just getting work done today. And I'm not gonna lie, I worked so hard for Smash that I irritated my old wrist injury. So, well, it's possible there might be more than just the first episode. Wait and see how the reception is. Well, I will retweet the shit out of it, so it's fine. But yeah, I irritated my old wrist injury from high school because I got it from writing too much. The physiotherapist was like, "What sport do you play, young child?" And I was like, "English essays." And she looked at me with the face of like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Shit, I don't know, girl. You tell me. You're the one who's supposed to understand the human body. I don't know shit." Sounds really... Okay. Yeah. Chat, why is she upside down? Australia. That is correct. I think during the first stream, I had like 7 people ask, because I think Marissa, vGenn, was streaming. And then they were just like, "I'm gonna send some of you guys over to Vera." And I was like, "Wait, what? Really? Cool." So I think I got like 17 people, which is higher than it usually would be, obviously. So I was just like, damn, okay. And everyone was just like, "Why is she upside down, bro?" And I was like, I already spent like 5 minutes explaining this before. I kind of don't want to do it for everyone who's been here for a while. Myself, but people fandoming your character has got to be one of the best feelings. It actually is. It's like almost second to none feeling. Like the tiers of happiness are like eating good food is pretty high up there. Like getting a good sleep also pretty high up there. Seeing fan art, seeing cosplays, seeing fandoms of your character is like, yes. It's like, oh, you achieve like peak happiness as an artist. It's like one of them, right? Therapy tech. I feel like there's a bunch of wrist issues acting on myself. Oh yeah, so no sports and also very little drawing, because this commission is quite simple. So I was like, okay, I can just get this one like over and done with. But I'm really struggling just because it's in a style that I don't really draw in often. Oh god. I think it's a star? Like, I think this, hold on. Wait, let me put the sketch above the, yeah. I think this is a star here. I'm not actually entirely sure. But yeah, I was like, shit, dude, what is happening? And I also don't know if I made the ears so big where I don't have space to do, oh no, where I don't have space to do, are these ears not the same size? I think they're not the same size. Hold on. Well, that can't be right. Okay, I'm gonna erase this one. Okay, there we go. Grab this one to save myself as much drawing as physically possible. Ha 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 ha. Free transform, flip horizontal. Thank you. And then we'll put this one a little bit behind the head. Just line it up with, oh dear. Just line it up with the rest of the head, just like this, because this is at a 3/4 angle, and that's how that works, right? I say, after like 10 consecutive years of drawing, I still don't know how to draw animals. Oh, okay. I think this is fine. And then the eyes are pretty massive, and when I say pretty, I mean like 75% of the face. Okay, let's give it a shot. It's like kind of this. This is massive. Okay, it's a little bit scary right now. Hold on. And their eyebrows too. Wait, what do I do about the eyebrows? Or the hat for that matter. Oh. How do I draw top hats again? Oh god. Oh god, okay. And then the top hat is like sitting on top of the head as well, because it's not a very big top hat. It's like a little one. Oh, okay. If I just put it like, I think if we give it a slight jaunt, if we make a slightly jaunty top hat, I think that would look all right. And I also need to make this smaller because, like, God knows I need a little bit of space. All right. Oh, okay. Very small top hat. Top hat is about the same size as the ears. Why am I adhering so closely to this? If they want the art for my art style, then I should trust my art style. I say, not trusting my art style. Makes me think of a baby top hat. Yeah, it does. I was really tempted to get like a top hat, actually. I just don't really know where to get one. The reason why I wanted to get one is because I play a what the heck? Oh, that was not what I intended. I play another character called, oh God, where is she? I play another character called Amelia, and Amelia is in a game called Bloons Cardstorm, and she has this beautiful top hat, and she's so cute, by the way, holy cow. I was like, oh, once like everything dies down, do I also do like an Amelia inspired outfit? Because I already have a cape, it's just also not the right color. I have a red bow, but it's exclusively for my hair. And like all of these like fun little clothes and stuff, right? So I was thinking about it. I was like, do I get a top hat? Do I want to get a top hat and like recreate this? It was so tempting. I was like, no. Blow money on a more popular character to cosplay, even though you really, really want to. So I was just like, no. Ignore the temptation. Be a reasonable human being, I said to myself, knowing that I'm anything but reasonable given my career choices. So I was like, shit, do I give in? This is really tempting me. I'm looking at the top hat now, and I was like, what if I just found a really small top hat? Surely that would be a financial decision. So many creative things there. I love Etsy, but so much of it now is like drop shipping. I used to sell things on Etsy. I was debating putting my convention merchandise there, but it's so like overrun with like random AI stuff that's on canvas or like printed onto other things now that I'm just like, man, is it even worth it? Also, the margin they take away is kind of ass, and also they will just keep your funds unreasonably sometimes, which is like, ugh. Well, Gooseworks did have that Roblox OC. That's so real. That was probably one, the less popular cute ones are better because you're not constantly getting asked for pics. I feel like I don't get constantly asked for pics. Like when I'm at conventions, I think people are pretty chill. There'll occasionally be like a really excited kid who comes up to me and is like, "Are you Veritan?" And I'm just like, "How do you know my full legal name upon sight?" But like, yeah. So yeah, it's not like uncommon, but it just, okay, this is gonna sound like so insanely self-centered. Wait, this is my favorite song. But yeah, it's gonna sound so insanely self-centered, but I love people's faces when they light up in happiness seeing me and being like, wait, you worked on my favorite show. And then I tell them that I'm just an average Joe Schmo, and it's possible. It's possible for you as a person in Australia, wherever you are that's not the US, to work on all of these massive, beautiful, meaningful, popular things, you know, and still get recognition for it. As much as I like to say, and as much as all of us like to say, oh, we do it for the love of the craft, whatever, there is a difference between validation and appreciation. And as artists, I feel you need both. Validation from yourself to know that this is what you want to do and that you have a specific skill set and you're not like constantly putting yourself down. But appreciation in that other people can also see that. You need both of those, right? So that was my whole philosophy going into it. So I hope any artists in chat, which is probably like most of you, to be honest, like I feel like artists mostly have audiences of other artists because like who the hell else would watch an art stream, for God's sake? I'm gonna be so real with you. Despite being an artist for like 10 years and watching art YouTubers and stuff, I've watched an art stream like twice in my life. So thank you all for being here. Bears don't have whiskers. I was like, I should put in whiskers. I'm too used to drawing cats. I draw cats more than any other animal, even though my favorite animals are manta rays. Also, with the stream lag, I'm gonna have to ask you to specify what exactly you're talking about, because I do not know what you're talking about if you just say, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. When people see me, I'm just like, damn, that's crazy that you're that excited to see me, because I'm literally just like an average guy. You know, like, I just live in the suburbs and I just pay rent like everyone else and taxes like everyone else and do laundry and struggle to pay for bills sometimes like everyone else. And it's like, it feels weird that some people are excited to see me considering how ordinary I am. If that makes any sense. I meant about people's eyes lighting up. You draw cats? I draw a lot of cats. I'll show you some sticker sheets that I've done recently. I also did an enamel pin recently for cats and stuff. I've just been doing a lot of convention stuff. Okay, I'll just open the actual project document. Oh wait, this one's old. Okay, hold on, that's not the right one. Whoopsies. Anyway, I did 2 cat sticker sheets. This one is eepy, which is how I feel right now. And this one is hungry, which is how I felt about an hour ago. Art streams can be fun to watch. Yeah, they are. I just don't have the attention span for it because I have crazy ADHD, so I'd rather be the one doing the art stream. I'm friends with artists. Yeah. You forgot to add jangling key gifts to draw more people in. That's real. Can we get Subway Surfers in one corner and Minecraft Hardcore in the other? I wonder if I can do that. Hold on, let me look at OBS. Okay, the OBS is based entirely upon the actual programs. Hold on. Oh no. This might be a terrible idea. But you might be onto something there, Morris. Subway Surfers gameplay 10 hours. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna like put this off to the side here. Wait, no, I don't want to make it entirely full screen. I just want to put the window like here. Why does it make it smaller? That's so stupid. Okay, that's really dumb. Wait, you can actually see that, can't you? God, you can, but it's like really small. Wait, if I make it full screen, that's just, no. Mini player? No, that's worse. That's even smaller. Dude, why does it only get wider if you... That's so stupid. Oh, another tab with... Our tab with Subway mentally moving the character up and down. That's kind of funny. This is kind of stupid. But the problem is, I can't put the window there without it blocking my layers. As funny of an idea as that is. Okay, I actually need to finish this. But yeah, I did cats. I did more cats and more cats. Oh wait, this is Amelia. Back to the actual commission. Why Subway Service, not Balatro? Wait, that's kind of real of you, actually. Balatro would probably be better because I actually enjoy Balatro. Subway Surfers I've not played since the 2010s. I'll be so for real with you. I also focus with 10-hour loops. Oh god. I'm just gonna... How big are the pupils? They're really not that big. Okay. Like I said, I don't draw animals, so having to draw a bear is like really freaking me out. Oh god, okay. If we assume that the eyes are here, and also the bow goes over the chin a little bit just to give it a bit of dimension. God, I love drawing hair so much, and I can't draw hair today. Hold on, let's have a look. Does this look like not freaky? Cats are literally all I drew. Oh, that's kind of real. I'm also gonna... Drawing the Luli print that I have on Streamily, that was the first time I drew like any supremely super cartoonish proportioned like characters. I feel like most of my art is very like, yeah, it's just anime girls. It's literally just anime girls. Hold on, let me find it. This one. Like, this is the first time I drew, like, a character which didn't actually have elbows. You can see me being like, how long are her arms supposed to be? How does the neck work? How does this entire torso work? Because usually when I draw my other characters are, like, human, right? And it's like, this one was so much easier to draw. It looks more complex, but my god, this one, I did it in one day. I think this one took me about a week to do, because I was just like, what's happening with, like, the arms? Like, how does this work? I know how to draw, like, a human elbow, but I can't draw, like, the rubber hose elbows. Like, I'm too... I feel like I stick to the rules, like, a lot when it comes to this. But yeah, that's another character that I actually have on Streamily. That's Valentine Yu from Sunset Phoenix. She's so hot, guys. That's the only way I can describe her. Like, I think I had one person order Valentine stuff from the last Streamily stream. Speaking of Streamily streams, I cannot wait for the next episode to come out, because I feel so incredibly guilty that I did not finish one drawing that I'm supposed to do on stream. Like, they paid for it to happen on stream, so I can't do it off stream and then just give it to them. And they've been waiting since, I think, like, February or something, and I feel really, 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 really bad. And I've constantly, every time I talk about it, I'm just like, guys, if you know the person, if you know this Lucy, whoever they are out there, I still remember the name off the top of my head. It's been almost like 6 months. I feel like so guilty about it, that it's been eating away at me this entire time, where I'm just like, I need to finish that drawing for them. I need to finish that drawing for them. It's actually killing me. This is the design. I'm like, is there anything else to add? And I'm coming up with a blank, because this is it, right? Unless this is supposed to be, let me check. Does this look more correct? I think this, ooh, does this look more correct? Oh, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Yeah, you can go like here and here maybe. But yeah, I have like a crazy guilt complex. I think some people try not to like think of the fans too much, and it feels weird for me to interact in very like fan heavy spaces, because I am one. Like, I grew up being like a fandom girl before my membership on there expires. I think one should be happening soon, at least I hope so. I don't know when your membership expires, but like, I will try my best to get Andrew to schedule something soon, because I feel so bad. I feel so bad. My guilt complex is crazy. I think some people are like, don't worry about the fans too much. And I'm just like, shit, man, I was a fan. Well, is a fan. I still interact very heavily in fandom spaces that are not Digital Circus, just because I feel... Oh, true. True. Amanda does get a lot of like print requests. So I'm just there for like the vibes, right? So I was like, oh, how can I entertain myself when there's like a lapse in signings? Because obviously like my character is not a main character, so she doesn't get as many sales, whatever. So I was like, oh, I'll do something like more interactive, which is why I had the whole setup where I would draw something from scratch physically on the spot. And I think that actually worked out quite well. And I think in the future, for other characters, I'll probably be like, yeah, I'll draw something on the spot. And if my YouTube ever stops being like dead as fuck, I'll probably do that on my own instead of just having to rely on existing Digital Circus streams or any other streams that I'm on. So I was just like, yeah, sure. We can make it like a nice little cozy thing. And once I get my whole online store running as well, I might even be able to do that without going through Streamily at all. 6-hour stream, but Amanda needed to eat. That's so true. That's why I delayed the stream a little bit today, because I was like, I'm just not eating on Sundays. Like, that's just what keeps happening. The first meal I eat every Sunday is at like 10 p.m. Which is so bad now that I'm thinking about it. Because usually I'm really like a night person. So I will refuse to wake up before like 12. And that's the one thing I just endlessly love about freelance stuff. You know, I can wake up at any time so long as I don't have like other work. Some days it's hell. Some days I have to wake up and do a class at 5 a.m. in the morning. 3 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m., 6 a.m., like 7 a.m. All of these I ate lunch today. That's why the stream started a little bit later. But yeah, in the future, I aspire to still start at 12 and eat lunch before then. I'm just a big sleepyhead who doesn't like waking up early. But it's like, oh, I don't need to wake up early regularly, and that's good enough for me. You know, I'm happy with that. Okay, then after there's like a... Chat, does this look good? I'm really bad at judging my own drawings because I, like, hate myself. But it's like, oh god. I feel like I cannot draw animals to save my life, but it's okay if it's a cartoon animal. There was another character I drew as well, actually, of mine. Hi, Vikram. You always say my stuff looks good, so I don't trust you. It needs to be like a neutral third party, which I guess I'm not going to get that many neutral third parties here. Where's Audrey? Where's my rat girl? Audrey. Where's my rat girl? What happened to her? Ah, there she is. Okay. This is another character I played, actually. This is a free game. Tales of Grumbill. It's such a cute game. It is a free game also. I say this all of the time. This is actually the first game, I think, that I've ever been in as an actor. And it is also such a pretty game. I still love it to this day. Like, absolutely no one knows her, but I still have merch of her. Just because I was like, shit. I have a lot of love for the work I do. And even though sometimes absolutely no one will recognize whatever character I'm talking about, they're still my favorite. Like, don't get me wrong, I really do love Luli Lalu with all of my heart, and I love the cast of Digital Circus and the show itself with all of my heart. But sometimes you really need a character that connects with you on such a personal level that you think about it day and night. You know? Those are truly my favorite kinds of characters to play. That's how I feel about Valentine. That's why I drew her. Even though I literally just play her in 2 trailers for the webtoon. Like, it's a webtoon. It's not animated or anything, right? That's how I feel about Valentine. That's how I feel about one of the other old game jams I did. It was Mythic Meetup. I don't think, it was from like Otome Jam 2022, but I still love that game. And it's fully voiced too, so like you'd actually hear like cringe old Vera acting. Like, hopefully I've gotten better since then, but I very much love Mythic Meetup a lot. I think a lot of for one, my character is Chinese, and I am Singaporean Chinese, so I got to use the language stuff, which makes me very happy. You know, I like doing things like this. I like using part of my culture in the work that I do. You know, I used to do traditional Chinese painting, actually. Where is it? Wait, where is it? Wait, where the heck did my brush go? Just like hear me searching through all my damn brushes. Where did it go? Ah, there it is. Like, I still have the traditional Chinese painting brush that my teacher gave me. And that is also not a cheap brush, which is kind of sad because with my ADHD, I haven't done traditional Chinese painting in like 6 years. Oopsies, 5 years actually. But yeah, so I'm just like, when I get to do that in acting, that is what really makes me happy. So as much as I love Luli Lalu and the fandom and like everything that it's brought me, I have characters where I'm just like, no one knows you, but you are my favorite little scrunkly, you know? It's kind of like being in a super rare fandom, except it's like even worse because like 3 people have played the game. What are all the fandoms you in? That's a good question. Well, for one, Bungo Stray Dogs, if you can see back there, that entire like block of white books on top of the bookshelf, that's every single manga that's released in English for Bungo Stray Dogs. So I would definitely say big Bungo Stray Dogs lover. I know Studiopolis works on it. They have almost no female characters, which sucks. But if I got to be in that at any point in time, they choose very established actors for that show, so the answer is definitely 110% no. If I ever got to be in any Bungo Stray Dogs related thing ever, I could retire. I would like die from happiness, and I'm like, yep, that's it for me. Bye bye, guys. I'm retiring now. That's one. Persona, I'm very into Persona. Once again, if I ever make it into any Persona game, I'm retiring. Like, it's over for you guys. I'm gone. What's another one? Zelda. My god. Okay, truly, if I ever get into any Zelda game, I'm just gonna retire. It's like, all of these are just like, yeah, since I've done it, that's good. I'm fine with retiring. This is, that's it. Nothing can top this. Absolute cinema, right? It's just such like a, oh wait, why is my desktop audio not working? Oh, it's just like really quiet. Okay, cool. It's like, where did the audio go? Oh wait, I think I made it quieter on my laptop as well. So that's probably why it's, okay, yeah, that's probably about right. Boom Stray Dogs, Zelda, look, if you go to my website and you go to the conventions page under my portfolio, you will see every fandom that I'm in, basically. You will see it without fail. Okay, I'll do this ear first. And then we'll make this like a load smaller. Ooh. Cowboy Bebop, my god, that show like rearranged my DNA. If I met Steve Bloom, also could die happy. You know? Steve Bloom is also in Ben 10 shit, so I was just like, oh my god, hell yes. Especially when I was like, god, this makes me feel so old. It's been like 15 years, oh god. Like when I was in primary school, especially, Ben 10 and Generator Rex, that's like actual peak shit, dude. How do you make the line smooth like that? Okay, so if you go to Clip Studio Paint, there's a thing here called stabilization. I constantly have my stabilization on 100 because my wrist injury makes my wrist extremely unstable. So if I were to just use it, if I were to make my stabilizer 0, my lines would be like way crappier. Like look at this weird spot here. That's not right. Like I would have to do this way more. But if you have the stabilizer, well, life is easy now. What other fandoms am I in? God, what fandoms am I not in? I would say Jujutsu Kaisen. I enjoy Jujutsu Kaisen for what it is, but it's not like my all-time favorite, right? I have other things that I like more than that. Hold on, let me like copy this ear so I don't have to destroy my wrist. That would be pretty cool. Hold on. Let me just position this correctly. Okay, nice. Just make this like, here we go. I'll make that happen, and I will continue the line art. Yes, there we go. We'll move this down here, and then, oh god. Ooh, 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 oh, oh, hold on. I need to like lock in for the face line. You can still see my like screwed up wrist just like shaking a little bit. My completely destroyed wrist. Dude, okay, not to bring up like actual controversial topics, I say this like it means anything. But like when AI artists are just like, oh, I use AI because I'm disabled. Really though? Do you really? Is it because of that? Because it's really not. Because I feel like I know a lot of disabled artists, and with my wrist injury and with my many other things, my many other ailments, I feel like I also fit the bill. Like someone who wanted to interview me on a podcast used AI for the logo of his podcast. And then when I like called him out on that, he was like, oh, I have autism. And I'm just like, I have autism too, man. And also ADHD. And also an actual wrist issue. Is that really gonna be your defense for using that? Like, I feel like it's so asinine when people say that. Because I feel like I know a lot more disabled artists than hell, than like the most normal artists known to man, right? And I feel like there's so many of us that have just drawn until we destroyed our wrists regardless, or until like something else happened to them, right? Stuff literally stopped functioning. If you're not a brain in a jar, I don't think you have an excuse for AI art. Exactly, and even if you had a brain in a jar, they've actually made prosthetic hands now that I think can actually be directly controlled by your brain. So now you don't even have that as an excuse. You know? Like, I've seen artists paint with their feet, with their mouths. Hell, like, I believe it was Beethoven, I don't want to spread misinformation about my GOAT classical composers, but he had a metal piece attached to the piano that he bit on, and that sent the vibrations of the piano into his head, and that's how he composed while being deaf. You know? And as someone who's done composition before, because I went to music school for a bit, right? That shit's difficult. I cannot imagine doing that deaf. Like, that's fucking crazy. But it's possible. You can do it. It's so incredibly possible. And I know, like, voice actors who are blind, you know, you need to read scripts, you need to match lip flaps for dubbing anime and such, right? But you still make it work, and that's very admirable. And I feel like the AI is so not an excuse. Like, what bullshit are you talking about, honey? My work thought I'm dropping for a quick second. All good. Have fun at work. Hold on. Why does it not count the... What? I think YouTube just did a little bit of... Ah, thank you, there we go. Just did a little bit of sneaky breaking, and I was like, could you not do that? Okay, and then I have to... Oh, I need to draw on the top hat first. Oh shit, yeah. I need to draw on the top hat first, and then we'll talk about everything else. But yeah, I feel like it's just... it's just so not an excuse. Like... I feel like people will go through all of these means to be like, oh, I have an excuse for AI art, it's because I'm disabled. But then after that, when actual disability aids come out, like things that make holding spoons easier, or holding cups easier, or tying your shoes easier. Getting a few sketches done, but are you gonna play the new Deltarune chapters? I'm not actually into like Undertale or Deltarune. Like, my roommate's been trying to get me to play Undertale for ages, but I'm too busy, and also I have other games I want to finish, like, really bad. So I'll probably get to it eventually. I'm definitely one of those people who, like, comes to fandoms long after their prime, which is so bad for me as a convention artist, because usually people buy things more when it's most popular, which makes sense, but I'm just such a idiot, I guess, that whenever I see like a new shiny thing, I'm just like, I'll come back to it. And then it's been like 6 years. You know, Bungo Stray Dogs, when it was popular in 2016, I was like, you know, I should watch that. And then I didn't watch it until 2022. Like, I think that's just how I am. I'm not really sure why. Okay, let's do this nicely. Yeah, I'm not really sure why or how, but that's just how I am as a person. So I'll probably get to it eventually. It'll probably be a little bit down the line, but I'll get there, probably. Ha 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 ha. Look, like, objectively, I know it's good. Objectively, I know Undertale is a good game just based off the storytelling and game design, and the game design of it. Just because I know things about Undertale, but I just haven't played it, right? So maybe later down the line, but not like right now, because I feel like I'm busy doing so many other things. Like, I'm still prepping for Smash in July, because I got in as a singer as well. So if any of you are in Sydney during Smash and are going to Smash, the tickets are running out soon, so you should probably consider it. I'll actually be performing there as a singer and also selling there as an artist. So you could get way cheaper signed prints, because I don't need to deal with shipping or having to be on stream or whatever. And you can also go and see me sing if you want, I guess. I mean, the audition videos on my YouTube, it's unlisted because they made me unlist it, but it's in the singing playlist. Like, you can watch it if you want, you know? And I feel like it's very funny because these days I'm not really known as a singer. Hold on. Yeah, these days I'm not really known as a singer, but that's all I used to do as a kid. Like, everyone would know me as the singer. So it feels kind of refreshing not to be known by that, I guess. I never want to be known for any one thing, which is why as popular and as huge as Digital Circus has been, I don't want to make it like the cornerstone of my career or anything. I want to do other things too, you know? Can vouch, singing skills are crazy. Thank you. But yeah, hopefully they're as crazy at Smash, because this is a competition. Like, they were just like, oh my god, karaoke competition, and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, hold on. That line actually needs to work. Then I need to make a little line across here. And then I need to make this line a little bit thicker. Oh my gosh, please. Yeah, I'm a huge perfectionist, so I think I'll still walk away from that performance being like, man, that was ass. Like, I feel like I'm just very self-critical. It can get you far, but it can also, once you get far enough to the point where most of what you're putting out there is just a matter of, well, from an acting perspective, once you get to the point where it's down to just general preference and how it fits the character, it can feel like you're the person with a skill issue, like you're bad, when in actuality, I know for a fact, I know objectively, that's not true. It's just that I'm a very irrational human being. So I have these human biases, right? I don't know how much, that's a good question actually. Oh, don't do that. I don't know how much creative license I have with this commission, because I sent the commissioner the stream link, but I haven't seen them turn up. No, okay. Alas. Oh, what's this? Okay, more casting calls, nice. I'm gonna have to do that later, but alas, I'm so tired. I recorded 21 chapters of audiobook yesterday, and also, there are 30 in total that I was assigned, by the way, and I was assigned it like the day before yesterday. I finished 21 chapters of audiobook, and then I also did, what was it? 11 auditions and 4 test scripts for companies and stuff. And I did that all within, God. And I did that all within 3 hours? Yeah, I did all of that within 3 hours, so low-key, guys, my voice is kind of dead. And I'm just like, ooh, there's more auditions to do, but like, fuck, my vocal cords are like dead. And usually I can go quite long, so I'm kind of surprised that I didn't go that long yesterday. This is fine. Because there was one time where I was still in uni and I was still in my band. I'll probably eventually join a band again, but only after my indie game is released, which I will probably get back to doing art for my indie game after Smash. It's just that, like, holy cow, I have so many things to do. Because aside from all of the designs, I still have to talk with the suppliers, and I still also have to work on my actual booth display, which I am actually upgrading for Smash, because my god, there are going to be so many people there. But yeah, I'll probably get back to working on that on stream. I have been working on it off stream. Once Smash is over, because, my god, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Everything is so much work all of the time, and I cannot bring myself to say no. I'm a sucker like that. Hold on. Alright, there we go. I feel like the face is going to present many issues. Please don't present too many issues. I have enough issues as is. Hold go. Oh, no. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Oh, the eyes. The eyes always get me. It's okay. We got this. We're so close. Usually once the line art's done, it goes pretty fast. So I'm all right with that. All right. Okay. Oh, and I need to like join it too. Okay, you know what? Since I'm gonna use full pressure anyway, what about I just use the circle tool? 25, we can make it like 20. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay. Let's give it a shot and like tilt it slightly this way because I think it's tilted slightly this way. Okay. Is this correct? It's as correct as it's gonna get. Okay, there we go. Should I have, I think it should, oh, if I just transform that though, that's not gonna be particularly, okay. Let's give it a shot. Oh, okay, this is gonna have to be, no, okay, this is gonna have to be like this? Wait, hold on. Oh no, okay, I need to make this on a separate layer too, otherwise it's gonna be very difficult. Okay, I think that's fine. We can just merge that there, then I'll make a new layer just in case, because I'm paranoid. I think we can make this slightly smaller. Is this good? Good as it's gonna get. Okay, back to work, have fun. Okay, bye-bye! There we go. We'll put the... Oh god, this needs to be... Oh god. Hold on. Surely if I do this... Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, that looks correct. Oh god. My circle, my oval doesn't look correct though. There we go. Then we'll also do the eye here. Here. Okay. Does this look weird? Yes, no, maybe. I need feedback, my friends. And also to save. I realize I have not saved since the sketch stage. Fucking like awful practice. Wait, the eyebrows! Okay, eyebrows. Where do I fit the eyebrows? Okay. No. We can do this. What do the eyebrows look like? They're kind of like little triangle shapes. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I feel like the eyes are so massive that I don't actually have room for the eyebrows. Oh shit. No, I meant to I think this is fine. Yeah, then that gives me a little bit more room for the eyebrows as well. Good. Okay. There we go. I think I'll just make the eyebrows really small. I kind of don't feel like making them that big. I feel like they don't really add that much to the design. So there's kind of like no point putting them there. Okay, well, we'll just do it to adhere to the design, it's fine. Okay, now we can start coloring. Okay, and then now I need to make this gray so I can see what I'm actually doing. All right. And we are going to try to do as little actual drawing as possible because we don't want to make my stupid wrist worse. Why is the nose also purple? Okay, that's an interesting choice. Okay. All right. we go. I'll shade that real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's watercolor. I'm just gonna use the brush I usually use. It needs to be more saturated. Hold on. There we go. Wait. I haven't drawn in like a week and I instantly forget how to draw. Come on, guys. What the heck? This is so dumb. Hold on. Oh, wait, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. No. Also, this needs to come down here a bit more. Just because this is like the bottom. It needs to go in from here. Yes, from here. Now until you keep the lightness here, because that's where the light source is coming from. My ass literally forgot how to draw in less than a week of not drawing. Nice. Okay, I think usually putting a little bit here adds dimension to the bow as well. Yeah, there we go. Probably. I don't know what I'm doing, okay? Nothing makes sense. Usually there's like a little bit down the bottom, but it's not super harsh. There we go. How goes the art? Hello! Just working on a commission today. Let me show you the original design so you don't question anything. This is the original design and they wanted it in the style of my Dandadan pen, which I think you expressed interest in, or was it someone else? It really escapes my mind. But yeah, this is the original design, so that's what we're working with. That is what we're working with. Okay. Oh wait, I need to shade the nose. Shoot, hold on. So we are doing that today. Okay, and then now we get the the bright red. I might make it a slightly less saturated red so it's not like super blinding to the eye, and we will see how that goes. That's like all of this is red. Oh gosh. Oh god. Is that fine? That should be fine. Oh god. Oh, how do I make this? Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna go with this. And hopefully everything's fine. Oh, I think I want to shade the rest of it first. Okay, hat. Is this used anywhere else? No, okay. Nice. Increase. We can make it like 3 pixels just in case there's any one part that's way too... Yeah, I forgot a section. Hold on. Oh god. Okay. There we go. Increase that by 3. Make a new layer. I really want to make this a different color. But I can't technically make this a different color. I just want to make it less overly saturated. I think this is fine. Okay, this is fine. Alright. Wait, that's the same color. I need to choose something bluer. I'll have a bit of the silk hat come through. Actually, the top should be relatively light just because that's where the light itself is coming from. I'll bring this a little bit past here. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with the bright red, but we'll figure it out, we'll figure it out. We'll do everything else first, and I think it'll all come together once I finish, once I color everything else. The eyes are also bright yellow, okay. Okay, we can do this. Mastery over color is the essence of good art and stuff. Yes. Okay, we can do this. And usually the top of the eye is just a little bit darker, just because seemingly you have like a shadow, because like the eyebrow ridge comes through. But this is a little cartoon character, so some people just add that there for the vibes, which is what I'm doing. Vibes. Art is just purely vibes. Oh god, and this is like super bright green too. Okay, we can make this work. We can make this work. We can make this work. I just need to make it way less saturated as a base color, and then we can add in all the color afterwards. Yes. And then this is where you start adding in things that are a bit darker. So you could go around here like this. Usually the top of the eye is darker just because that's how you see it in people. So when you see it in a little cuddly animal thing, it also makes sense, even though it's not a person. Like most of art is just about convincing the viewer. It doesn't actually have to be accurate. Like sometimes if you look at real human anatomy, it doesn't look that correct. Like if you do foreshortening, right? If you do, hold on. If you do like this, even though this is technically correct in that it exists in real life and the perspective is literally accurate, if you just draw it exactly how it looks, it doesn't really look that good. So it's just about convincing the viewer, right? Ugh. Okay, we'll make this a little smaller here. And go through here just so you can get a little bit of that nice dimension. Okay. And just a little bit darker up the top. Just a little bit. Just for that extra shadow. This is how I do most of my eyes, probably. And then after that, we can get where's my favorite glow dodge layer? Yes, my love. And actually clip it there, first of all. And make it about, ooh, that's really bright. Okay, I'm not intending for it to be that bright. And I'll probably make this multiply. Oh, not multiply. I think I just want to like darken everything there. Hold on. Let me make this a bit darker, actually. See how we go with that. I think that looks better. Maybe. I'm not an art expert, I just have a degree. Oh god. I feel like it's just getting worse. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, nice. And then we have, what else? We have like the mouth. The mouth I don't have to color pick anything. Okay, we're just gonna do this how we usually do this, which is make it a really dark red with a slightly lighter pink. And then they'll be all good. Yeah, this is going surprisingly quickly. I feel like usually I'm pretty slow at drawing art, all things considered. At drawing, just drawing, full stop. Okay, then we'll make the mouth color, which is usually like a little bit more of an orangey one that I like to use. There we go, classic Veriton colors, like super dark red and peachy pink. Like that. There we go. Then all I have to do is chuck a multiply layer on there with like a purple or something, and then we're usually alright. Wait, shit. If we... more saturated, just because it's that kind of character. Gosh, okay. This red is really doing me in. I'm not really sure how to approach it. We will do the ears next, just because we're pretty much... Oh wait, I mean, we still have the eyebrows, so we're gonna do that first, actually. I really need to come back to that red, because I'm really not sure how to approach it, which is slightly bothering me, but it's okay. Alright, there we go, and we'll fill that in. And, okay, we can shade it a little bit, like they're little eyebrows. I don't think they need excessive amounts of shading. Just a little bit under the hat. A little bit under the hat. Okay, there we go. Thank you, God. I really don't know how to approach this red. It's like really doing me in. Okay, we'll try our best. We'll try our best. Okay. There we go. We'll grab this blue. How do I want to approach this? I'm not sure, actually. That's a good question. I know there's a star on the little dude's face. It's like here. About. Does it go into the second eye? I think so, I can't tell. This is not symmetrical at all, goddamn. Is this accurate enough? Maybe. I can't see the edge, but I assume it's probably meant to be sharp as well. Oh, come on, we can do this. If I get all the angles right. If I get every single angle right with no mistakes whatsoever. God, that's never gonna happen, is it? Okay. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it goes down past this lip, but I don't think that's gonna look very good. Hold on. Gotta think about this one a lot, just because the eyes take up so much space and I can't really see where the star is meant to go. I'm assuming it's a star. I don't actually know 100% if it is, but I'm making that assumption because that seems the most likely. Oh gosh, okay. No, we can do this. This feels wrong. Something about this placement is not hitting for me. Okay, we can give it a shot. We can give it a shot. We can give it a shot. This is okay. This is okay. This is alright. I'll just color this in. Oh, I feel like I should get an actual picture of a star, but then it won't really. No, it's not symmetrical enough. I feel like this is like a stamp. It's like a star stamp on his face. So I'm just gonna grab a PNG of a star and go over it. Just because I really need a guide. Pung of a star. Thank you, Pung, for a star. Pung, 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 pung. And we'll put the pung here. Oh god, that's like really massive. Wow, my roommate's having a great time. Hold on. Oh, it's just like, it's really getting to me as to where on earth I'm supposed to put this. It's like, okay, we zoom in a lot here. It's like, I think the top is here. I don't think this star is like symmetrical either, but it's, ooh, but I really want to make it symmetrical because otherwise I feel like it might look kind of weird. Hold on, what if I moved it so it went around the nose like this, and then pushed it, and then pushed it, and then pushed it in a little bit here so you could actually see the star shape maybe? I don't know, this is like so bothering me right now. Oh god, okay, no. I think this is the play. I think this is the play that we do for the star. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. All right. All right, come on. Wait, this, oh, okay, to be fair, the way that I draw stars is the way that primary school teachers draw stars. Oh, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna use the shape tool. There's no way I'm gonna get a line that sharp. It's not happening. Okay. It's probably not gonna be exact, but it'll be close enough to the point where I'm like, yeah, that's acceptable. Okay, now I need to find a way to shade all of this, which is the part that's really, really getting to me. Ah, so close, almost done. Then I can do lighting, and then that should basically be it for this commission, actually. Okay. There we go. I'll do a little bit on this side as well. I have never really been sure how to shade animal ears. I'm so sorry. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. I don't want to use a blue here. Just a very bluish blue. I feel like that's the only way we're gonna make this work. Oh god, okay. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. It's okay to say, wait, hold on, this needs to be multiplied. It's okay to say that you don't know. I think people are so preoccupied with being correct that they forget that sometimes we are all just a little bit dumb. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. Hold on. If I soften, no. Hold on. If I soften this shadow here. Okay, hold on. There has to be a better way to do this. Okay, step one, make the shadow under the neck deeper. That's pretty basic. Pretty basic and very achievable. Sometimes it's okay to not know, and now is one of the times where I do not know. It's okay. I've just never drawn a character with like red skin before. So sorry to Hellboy and Red Skull, but I will probably never draw you. Okay, come on, we got this. Just a little bit under the ear like that. We'll soften this out here. Actually, no, I don't want to soften that too much, because I feel like that looks kind of ass. And we are in the business of making things not look ass. At least I hope so, anyway. No, I kind of hate this. I kind of hate like all of this. This needs to change. This needs to change. Red, and then we'll just make it like an actual purple color, and then slightly darker, and then we will... No. I want it to be more purple then. I think this is better than what I had initially. Hold on. Well, at least it looks more interesting. Or not, hold on. Okay. This color, and then make it more purple. How's this? I feel like I want to make the shadows saturated because it's a very saturated design. Okay, let's give it a shot. I don't think it's dark enough. I think it does need to be a bit darker. Okay, come on. This is good. Then that's just really close to what I had initially. Shit, man. Okay. This should be fine. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm alright with that. I'm okay with that. We'll soften this out here. And then as the shadow gets further up, I'm just gonna soften it out. Okay, hard shadow for underneath the hat. That's very easy. Very accomplishable. Hard shadow under the hat, which softens out at the bottom. No, I think we should just leave it as a hard shadow. And since this is wait, that covers like that entire area there. Whoopsies. Wait, hold on. That's not right. It should be like this, just because as it goes further back, the shadow becomes smaller. At least that's how I think it works. Ouch, my wrist is starting to hurt. That's not good. Then I'll go back to softening this part out here. And this is at the bottom here. Okay, I think this is what we're gonna do in terms of shadows, and now I'm gonna just go in and add in all of the highlights, and I think we actually should be good to go. I just need to move all of the colors down into one folder here. I think blue as a reflection color should look quite nice with this. At least I'm hoping. I never know anything for sure, you know? Oh god, okay. Oh, okay, hold on. How am I gonna do this? Then I feel like it's gonna soften out as it gets towards the bottom here. Hold on, down through here. I don't know how this is gonna look. We'll change the layer modes and I'll get back to you on that. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And I will bring that down here. I'll have a little bit on this side as well, not that much. And then this one can have just a little tiny bit on the bottom here, and I think that would be most sufficient. All right. Hold on. We'll get through. Whew. And the ears, I think. I'm having the secondary light source come from the bottom, I think, so it makes more sense for there to be more light here. And then it slowly, hello there, and it slowly fades out as we get higher. I think that makes the most sense. I'll have a little bit of it on the brim here, but not a huge amount. No, it needs to be like a very small amount. Okay. No. I wonder if I can do like the cool shadow thing with this. Hold on, it's like when you make the edge of a shadow like more saturated, and that's like peak art. I think it's meant to show subsurface scattering, but I just like it because it looks cool. And I think that art should exist to look cool. It's like, yeah, you can make pieces with lots of very deep and specific meanings, but sometimes you just want to make something that looks cool. And I think this is going to come from behind here slightly. I actually think there's going to be a little bit of light in the eyes, just about here. I'm doing this all in normal first. Wait, it's from like the bottom, so it's like, you're going to get a little bit of it here, but not that much. Okay. How does this... Oh, I feel like this should also come down more here a bit. Like just under the chin. Just a little bit more. Oh, what the heck? Okay, sorry, that was my mouse. I was like, come on, guys. All right, let's see how this looks. So usually when I do these kinds of shadows, whatever, I will go make the first one multiply and the second one glow dodge, but I don't think that looks that good, actually. Fuck. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. There has to be a way to fix this. I feel like we need an overlay layer of like purple or red or something. Shit, man. And then we'll make this like overlay, and then we'll make it like 20% or some shit. Like, does this make sense, or does it look better without? Wait, I feel like this is kind of a dark color to overlay. Hold on. I'm not so sure about this one. Maybe this one can be like blue also. And we'll make it like a light blue. Does this make it more blue? That makes it brighter, which means that I need to have more of this going on here. Okay. Okay, chat. To the 6 people who are left. Oh my god, we actually had quite a peak today. I think we had like 10, 11 people at some stage. 10. Okay, that's what YouTube's telling me anyway. That's nice. I haven't had 10 in a while. That's really lovely. But yes, for the 6 people that are here, opinions. Opinions on this. Are we gonna call this finished based off of this design? Oh wait, I haven't added the eye shine. No wonder it looks so weird. I was like, something about this is wrong. Something about this is not right. And I think I want to add it the same way that I added all of this. Like, I feel like the, oh dear. Okay, maybe this is too big. Hold on. We'll put these here, and then there's like a little sparkle there. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of all of these because I kind of memorized what they were. Hold on, how do I do the sparkle? Wait, I'm really bad at drawing those little shapes. Is there a sparkle effect in Clip Studio Paint that actually looks good? No? Okay, I'm gonna have to draw it, that's fine. I just feel like I'm really bad at drawing those like really regular shapes. And they probably weren't used for the actual... Oh god. Is this straight? I'm not sure. Wait, oh, I can't do it there. I need to do it on a new layer because otherwise it's gonna be like, why are you doing this to me? And then they're gonna be like, you're cringe, and I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. Hold on. This is not right. This is so not right. Okay. Okay. And if we... Oh god, that's the wrong rotation. This doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. That does not look right. Okay. Fuck it. Oh, it's actually more like, huh. It's very straight. Okay. That's interesting. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna make sure this is accurate. I'm gonna make it like really big. I'm gonna make it really big so that I can copy this exact shape because my wrist is so scuffed that I'm resorting to this. All right. Scuffed wrist moment. That's okay. Actually, looking at this now, I'm not even sure this shape is particularly symmetrical. It's okay. As long as it looks correct, it's fine. Actually, I don't even want this to be here. I don't want this one to be on this layer. I want this to be on this layer. Hey, what the heck? Oh, that was my... I'm so stupid. I was like, why didn't it do anything? It's the eraser. No shit. Huh. this? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. This feels wrong. Something about this doesn't feel right. Where's the drawing again? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna look at it in DMs. I cannot be asked. Oh wait, maybe I can be asked. There's something very important open there that I need to not forget about. All right, where is it? It was on my desktop. There he is. Little dude. It's like both in the eyes. I could flip it. I could flip it. Okay, transform. Why is my left wrist getting tired? What do you mean there's no object to transform? Oh. I was like, hold on a sec. Hello, left wrist. Why are you freaking out? Oh wait, I don't even have any space to do it like that. Just because it's right next to the, this is so annoying. Why did I draw it like that? Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Then we'll, oh, that's not right. And then we'll move this over here. This one's a little bit bigger, so I probably have to change the placement of this. Just to be up here, and then, oh my god, and then move, and then move this further here. We're gonna merge all of that, and then we can make it glow dodge. Well, we can make it add glow, first of all. Add glow. Oh wait, I was gonna make it. Wait, what? Where's the? Wait, this is the multiply. Oh, that looks dreadful. That's disgusting. Oh jeez, where do I put this to make it look less shit? Huh? Okay, hold on, that's not right. That cannot be right. Do I just make it purely white? I feel like that doesn't look that great. This is probably as good as it's gonna get. Probably. Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, so this is, there's 2 overlay, and then after that there's 41% add. I'll make it 45% add glow, and then after that I'll make this one glow dodge. Why does the eye look so weird to me? I don't know. Huh, why does it look like that to me? That's strange. That's really strange. Do I make them bigger? Is that the answer? I feel like that's not the answer, but I'm gonna try anyway. I feel like this one is somehow bigger than this one. It's definitely because that eye is a little bit smaller because of the angle, but it's like really bothering me. Oh god, okay. I think this is pretty much as good as it gets. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll send it to a client and be like, hi, do you like this? Hi, is this ass? Should I like throw this away? All right, hold on. Let me do a fun, nice thing and also add a little bit of spice to the line art. Just because I think, just because maybe that would look good. Oh, I realized I didn't add any highlights to like the front. Okay, I don't want it to be like too bright anyway. Hold on. I think this is good, and then I add the highlights because then I can do the blue like here, and do it down the bottom like this. Yes, I love elevating art with the power of colored line art. Okay. And then we'll do a little bit on top of what? A little bit. Wait, hold on. A little bit on top of this. Make it. We'll make it glow dodge, I feel. And then we'll make it a little bit of a bright orange. Just because that's how things usually work. Make it a bit brighter on the top here. Hold on, make this a little bit brighter here, maybe? Just to give it a little bit of that glow. Haha, please, please work. Hold on. Oh no, it definitely works with a hat. I think it's like the red on the red. Really, well, the orange on the red doesn't really do that much. Which would make sense. It's orange on red. Yeah, oh my gosh, this really makes me want to do art for Amelia, like merch. I'm gonna have to ask Ninja Kiwi if I can do that though, because I do believe they have their own like balloons merch. Okay, we'll add a little bit here. Oh, this song is very cute. This is definitely one of my favorites. They use like a car key sound and it's so cute. Okay, I think this is fine. And then we'll have a little bit on the face, like here, just a little bit. We'll have a little bit on the nose as well, just because I think a little bit of warmth there really brings it out. Almost done, almost done. Oh yeah, wait, no, I think that's a lot better. If I have some harsher lights happening around here that join up. And I think you would have a little bit more like, no, not really there. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh, put this down here. A little bit on the bow as well, just to like bring it out. Yeah, just put a bit here, here, here. I think that's fine. I don't want to overdo it like too much. I say adding like 17, how many layers is this? Like 25 layers for a very simple portrait. Anyway, we'll see how the client likes this. Oh god, oh that was my neck. Jesus, okay. We'll see how we go with this. We'll see how we go. Poink, 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 poink. Okay, and then I'm gonna be like, hi. Wait, where did I put it? I put it under commissions, which is probably here. Where did I export it to? Did I export it here? God, I did. Unorganized. Unorganized. And then I can also change the, where is it? I had the thumbnail where it's like this plus this equals what? Where is it? There it is. And now I can finally answer the age-long question as to what happens when Veriton draws an animal. Hold on, import image. And I put it in commissions, which is like here. There we go. I'll probably change this to be the thumbnail like afterwards. Just so people are not totally blindsided going in like, what on earth is happening here? There we go. Hold on, this is like really close to the edge. Hold on, we need to give her a little space. Give her a little space. Okay, where is it? There we go. There we go. And then I can save this and export this as the new 7, and then I can replace it. Yes. Yes. Okay. I wonder if I can I just edit that on the go? God, I can. I love streaming. Gosh, it's so much less painful than me doing a video. Like art videos, I hate editing. Otherwise, I would probably edit the streams into highlights as well, just to get that sweet, sweet watch time, right? But I don't have that kind of firepower in me. Like, come on, guys. This is the one time where it's like, yeah, I am disabled. This is the only one time where I'll be like, yeah, I do get screwed over by like the 4 or 5 things after my ass, but hey, I still get the art done, I still get the streams done, and I still get everything else done, so that's fine. But yeah, I'll probably end it here today. I think this is the shortest stream I've actually done. Which is kind of funny. I think the other shortest one was the Ace Attorney one, just because the stream kept like lagging and it was bad, and I was like, well, it's been 2 hours, I'll let it go. Editing art vids takes so long. It does! And I was filming myself painting a mural on my booth as well, and I was like, I have already got 4 hours of footage! Oh god, and I was thinking about that, and I still haven't finished the mural because I got like really tired and then winter started, so I had less daylight hours to work on it as well. Yeah, thank you for joining in. I try to do them every Sunday. Sometimes I'll take a week or 2 off. Speaking of which, next week I probably won't, just because I have friends visiting. I know I have friends visiting a lot, but I'm not lying about a single time when I say I have friends visiting. It's just that I live in a city that is good for tourists, so people like to visit. So yeah, probably nothing next week, but the week after I'll be working on Smash stuff. The week after I'll probably be working on even more Smash stuff if I haven't already finished all of it. And then during Smash weekend, which is July 14th, July 12th and 13th, that's Smash. So no stream then either, but you can see me in real life in Sydney. To my 2 Sydney Sider subscribers. Usually I'm down in Melbourne doing cons and stuff here, but just this one time I'll go up to Sydney to sell art. But yeah, I'll see you guys.